What's up? It's your boy Carcino here. Hope everybody's having a blessed day. Tupac would have been 50. 50. And even when Pac would say it himself, he would always say it, and I used to say it about myself, I never saw myself at 50. You know, like see myself, I never saw myself past 20 something. I just couldn't see myself being old. But I'm quite sure everybody feel like that. You can't picture like, man, I wonder what I look like when I'm old and how I would be. Pac, the way he lived, he just like, I'm not gonna make it. It's whatever. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. Like some people, they live that life to the fullest, and they just, they just go all in. But there's a lot of great Tupac stories out there. But I don't know if this one was ever told. When Tupac finished his first album, right? And it's on the charts, it's doing well. Digital Underground's album is out. And that's the one that had Kiss Me Back. If you kiss me, then I'll kiss you back. And Kiss Me Back was like crushing it. And Pac was like upset. He was upset, like that's what my album needs. And he was mad he didn't have that on his album, but he did his whole album and didn't ask for no help. So they were doing he was doing a local show that they had, and Whitney Houston was staying at the same hotel. She had another performance doing something somewhere else, something big, and here it is, this rapper who do his little rinky-dink show compared to what everybody else thinks. And he's like, oh snap, Whitney Houston is staying up in here. I gotta see Whitney Houston. So he's trying to go see, Whitney Houston and go up there. Whitney got her security, her team. It's like, hey, I'm Tupac. I made the song. And he was very polite, very nice to Whitney. And it's like, yeah, I got the single, my album is out, and I want to collab with her. I want to actually do a song with her. I know, it's, my record label, we can talk to each other and we can work something out. But I want to collab with her. I got a song that I'm working on that I think it'll be great if we collab. Very polite, very kind. And they said, okay, well, we'll let her know. So Pac was thinking like she gonna shoot down or hit his phone up, his hotel room, because he left everything in the hotel room. He's not thinking how entertainers work. He's thinking of it as, you right here, hit me up, let me know, you want to get down on the record or you don't, like he's thinking more like that than an entertainer or someone that's a celebrity status. And he's seeing how this thing works and how it played out. Like, cause he laid everything out, like, you gotta know who I am, or if you could have your people check, like, I'm not just some guy on the street trying to sell you a tape. Like I actually have I'm signed on the label, a major. And so he tried to go back up there again. He said, well, I'm only here in this hotel for another day. And then I gotta go and do another show somewhere else, and she was like, and he heard her through the wall. Tell that mother effer, like through the door, she was like, tell that mother effer that we handling business. I ain't got time for that. And he heard it and it blew his mind because he knew it was Whitney. He knew that was Whitney Houston's voice. And it blew his mind. He said, wow. And he went back downstairs and he was like, that's my fault. Because I tried to be something that they wanted me to be. I was polite. I did it that way. And I came in and been myself and just said, fuck. I'm just going to say how I feel. If I'd have just came in and did that, this would have went a whole nother way. And when she said, no, cool, I'd have felt justified. Like, cool, it was whatever. I don't give up if she does the song or not now. I just thought it would work. But now, F her. Like, he was that was the attitude. And he was like, that's my fault. I'm never going to go into another situation like that. I'm going to just tell him, kiss my ass. That's how he felt. So, what was interesting is that Bobby Brown actually heard about some rapper come up to her, and Bobby Brown had told Digital Underground, because Bobby Brown found out about the incident and everything. It's like, no rapper approached my wife for anything. I don't care what it is. Y'all talk to me or we gonna have some problems. Bobby Brown wanted the funk. Pac wasn't there. He's bringing it to Digital Underground. They was like, well, he's kind of his own solo artist. Why are we being brought this type of disdain? So it was cool because Bobby Brown met Tupac while Pac was working on the second album. And I think Bobby Brown was working on his album that Whitney was producing. And Bobby had forgotten about the whole damn thing. And then Pac met him for the first time. And he was like, man, I heard you was in LA looking for me. You was out there in LA wilding, looking for me. Bobby Brown, that was you? Bobby was so high, he don't remember half of it. But him and Pac smoked and talked for hours. And they got along real cool. And Bobby was like, man, dude, you gonna meet Whitney. She cool as hell. I don't know these people. So he was like, you gonna like Whitney, this and that. So he was like, well, she doing this tour right now. Because Clive had her, like, dude, Whitney was on tour for like 2 years straight. Just on the road. 2 years straight. She was making money hand over fist. And they called me right back. I don't like numbers I don't know. And then they calling me once and twice. If they call back a third time, I'm gonna have to answer that. But yeah, that was real interesting to me. That was very interesting. I wonder if Bobby still remember that. Because maybe he calmed down once he saw Pac had all that damn weed. Well, that was the thing about Pac that people missed. He was so much a people's person. He wasn't really an introvert until after he got out of jail. He was more selective than the way he used to be. He didn't smile as much. He was bitter. Now, Pac had plans and didn't understand why entertainers and artists didn't have youth centers. He was like, all the rappers we got making all this money, not one of them are even talking like that. Like, let's build a community center. Let's do free shows. Free. You know, all the money that they donate goes to community centers that we got. Like, we are giving back ourselves without the city, without begging for them to do this. He said we hired a Nation of Islam to do security at these events. Why aren't other rappers talking like this? All these rappers, if we had one in every city doing this, do you know how many rappers it is that's getting money? This is easy to do. Let's start there. Pac was the only one thinking like that. Pac was the only one thinking, let's get involved in these projects that need to be discussed. As far as we need to discuss moving forward with plans to, get into the politicians and get the politicians, on our side to do things for our community. Because he said this is how what he don't call them white folks, he call them the pink folks. This is how the pink folks do it. Pac always called the white folks pink folks. We gotta do it just like the pink folks. Pink folks do it like this all the time. This is how you wonder why they always go running out there to the pink folks, because they know the pink folks, they strength in numbers. We all divided. But if we start unifying and show them we control the vote, they gonna do what they gonna shuckle and jive and do what we need them to do, because we gonna control if they stay in office. Y'all don't want to do it right by us? Okay, boom, you up out of office. Because that office means something to them. So if we got the power, if we got the numbers, the strength in numbers, so we just got to start unifying. And this is the way you doing it. So Tupac was going to start a political party. He was going to launch his own political party and start supporting candidates and putting the money behind these candidates and run with them. And with their kind of influence that they had with Snoop, Pac, and all these other rappers, with his type of influence on the voters that's out there, he could draw the attention in the wrong direction, or the right direction. So this was scaring America, definitely. But he had that vision in 1995. Based on the books he was reading while he was in prison. He used his time wisely. Pac died at 25 years of age. Most of y'all are past 25 now and ain't did a quarter of the work Tupac did in 25 years. Now think about it. This is a man who went to jail countless times, did stretches and all that, and this dude still put out movies, have albums out, everything. Everything. Nobody's saying nothing. Now, why aren't these other artists saying this stuff? Right? Why they not talking charity foundations? Why they not talking about youth centers and all these different things? All those years went by. All these rappers, all they talked about was money and jewels, and had way more resources. Jay-Z's one of the richest rappers in the game, ain't he? Why he ain't talking like that? So hit the like button for that. Subscribe to the page. Hit the notification bell. The whole nine. And for Tupac, these rappers need to be held accountable. Straight like that. Athletes, entertainers, all the same. The question is, why hadn't you done it? Why? Who told you not to?